Hello, today I'm here with Karen Bell. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Priscilla. How are you?
I'm good. So, before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Sure. Well, I've been at Berkeley now for 13 years. I was director of Alumni Affairs Department. 4 years ago, I was brought over to work with Dean Savage in the Professional Performance Division, and was just recently promoted to Associate Dean of the Performance Division. Thank you very much. Yes, enjoying that.
That's great. That's great. So let's just delve right in. So, what initially drew you to Berkeley?
Wow. So I was in school in South Carolina, my first year, actually starting my second year in college. All girls, classically trained, and pursuing what they told me were the only options for careers would be either to sing professionally, classically, or to teach. I kept thinking, but there's other music. What about gospel and jazz and R&B? And my answer from my current teacher at that time was, I think I have a Billie Holiday book in the back of my closet. I went, yeah, no, that's not going to do it. So a person who was at Berkeley at that time sent me the catalog and said, Karen, check out Berkeley. And I said, all right, that's it. I think I'm transferring. And that's what happened.
And the rest is history. That's great.
Many winters later, that I survived, yes.
All right. So, how would you describe your overall experience, and were there like any notable moments or teachers?
Oh yeah. So it was just a melting pot of 'cause I'd never really left South Carolina. So
Hmm.
coming to Berkeley, coming to Boston, period. Big city to me, big city. And walking into Berkeley and just hearing all the different music, all the different languages, and just meeting people right and left, I was just like, where am I? This is crazy in the most beautiful way ever, though. So it took me a little while to kind of get a handle on things. I had family that was here. And my mom's only question, because I was 19 when I moved up here, is that you stay with family. So I didn't have the dormitory experience. I had the family
Ah,
experience.
I
And
see.
me coming from South Carolina, I needed that grounding, that family to come home to at the end of a long day of classes. And yeah, so that worked out well for me. But yeah, it was amazing. uh I missed the ratings auditions and the introduction, for all entering classes, because I had chicken pox. They said, do not come up here with chicken pox. You can't get on the plane. We'll not let you in the door of Berkeley. And I'm like, but all the entering, they're like, will help you out. So, ratings get you into ensemble. So back then it was an old fashioned system of this computer printout paper. And a friend of mine said, Karen, look at this paper and just see who's still needing a vocalist and then go to the ensemble. Like, oh, that's it. So I went to a recording ensemble, which is only supposed to be for higher ratings. And it was Walter Beasley's, recording artist, jazz, vocalist. And he told me later, I got so tickled when you just kind of waltzed up in there and said, hi, I'm a singer. Can I join your ensemble? And he was like, she does not know that this is a recording ensemble. I picked the people carefully. He's like, you know what? Yeah, come on in. So he became a great mentor and a great friend, and he taught me so much. Between Walter Beasley and Shan Johnson,
Hmm.
two of my ensemble teachers, I learned a lot about what it meant to be a vocalist and to be treated equally as a vocalist and as a female in the land of musicians who were mainly men, because the teachers didn't know exactly how to teach me in my normal ensembles. And these two gentlemen were Black gentlemen, so they looked out for me because I was Black. And they said, Karen, you got to dig a little harder. And I said, but no one else told me this stuff. My other ensemble teachers would say, hi, okay, bass player, you know this, and the rhythm, and here's the key signature, and what's the form, all this kind of stuff. Okay, we're all set. Great. Singer, do you know how to turn your microphone on?
Hmm.
And I went, really, that's your instruction to me about this music we're about to play. So I got kind of used to that. So when I saw Walter Beasley and Shan Johnson, they're like, here, you ready for this music that we're about to check out? I said, yeah, I'm all set. They said, really? I said, yeah. They said, all right, flip your paper over. I'm like, what? Okay. What's your first lyric? Huh? What key is it in? Do you need to change the key? What form do you want it to be in? Who do you want to solo? How many times? When do you want to come back into this section? I was like, okay, hang on, hang on. So they grilled me like that, but in the most beautiful way, saying as a singer, you're not only going to be the only singer, maybe the only Black person on the stage, and definitely the only Black female on the stage with all the bands. You're going to direct the band because you're in front between you and the crowd. And I went, oh, okay. So they really laid it on me like, you have a responsibility. And I said, okay, got it. I got it now. I got it.
That's amazing. It's great that you had such wonderful mentors who are on you because they cared for you. It's amazing.
They, yeah, I used those skills immediately because I started doing wedding bands immediately. People like, Karen, we heard about you. Come join our wedding bands. Like, okay. And sure enough, band full of, all non-Black players, all men who were the instrumentalists, and then me. I said, yeah, hold up. No, y'all not going to make decisions for me and
Hmm.
change the key for me and not tell me and expect me to go sit down when y'all are taking solos. I'm like, if the band's not leaving the stage, I'm not leaving the stage. I got my percussive toys over here. I got my MC. I'm engaged with the audience. No, I'm not sitting down. So it became a lot of fun. I earned a lot of respect. I gained a lot of respect because they were like, oh, Karen. Oh, okay, Karen's here. So it's gonna be all good. Karen's here. So it's been great. It's been great.
That's great. That's great. So, how did you manage to find your community at Berkeley?
A beautiful thing called the Reverence Gospel Choir Ensemble.
Mm.
When I got to Berkeley, like I said, all the languages, all the different countries, dialects, beautiful people of all wonderful shades of brown and black, and it was great. And the next thing I know, people said, okay, gospel choir auditions, are you coming? And I went, wait, what? And the word of mouth was happening. I said, oh, yes, I'm coming. And so I went around the corner, and this most beautiful long line of Black students. And I just felt this, my stomach jumped. I went, oh, shoot, here they all are. Because I was looking for them. They weren't in my ear training, they weren't in my theory, they weren't in my harmony, they weren't anywhere else, but here they all were. And even when someone walked in, we were all crowded around the door to listen. And of course, everyone saying, oh, she can sing. What the heck is what? And it was like that one by one. So I made the gospel choir alto. And what was really hard was that I gave my all, as we all did, because it wasn't a class that you earned an A. It was a space where we met with our community. And for many of us, it nourished our hearts and soul in the middle of Boston, very racist city, being away from home, not having the food that we know, all of that. I was so blessed to be with my family. But I felt and I knew the challenges of folks who work with family. We tried to create family for those. But this space from 2 to 4 and 4 to 6 on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week was like, come in the door, drop the books, drop all of the confusion, all the comments that come at you, all the questions, drop it and lift the name of the Lord and do it in a group of people who are like-minded, like-hearted. And that's what it was. So our white brothers and sisters were in there going, what is happening in here? What is happening? Why are they dancing in the corner? What is going on? So, but folks were the ones who were singing, singing, they hung with us. Like, these are my people. And it was Paula Cole, Susan Tedeschi, and I was in with Layla Hathaway and the dearly beloved, who's gone now, Jeff Ramsey, and Dennis Montgomery and Walter Beasley and Orville Wright, who were the faculty advisors. It was just an amazing time. And that I look forward to that space every week. Every week. It was so much more than just singing, learning those songs. With Dennis, it was like ear training 7. I'm like, how are we putting those tensions? Wait a minute, what now? wait, what now? You want us to resolve it where? So it was just the most amazing thing. And what broke my heart is that I would go back to the voice department, with the white teachers who were all the teachers were white at that time until Jan Shapiro made a point to bring in Black singers to teach in the voice department. And I would be hoarse because I was like, what's technique? I was just like singing my heart and soul out. And I was like, oh, shoot. And I go to my voice list and they say, Karen, you have to quit the gospel choir. And I said, excuse you? They said, yeah, I can't teach you if you stay in the gospel choir. And I said, well, I guess you won't be my teacher. And so I changed teachers 4 different times
Wow.
after getting the same response from 4 different white teachers. Finally, a teacher of Latin descent said, Karen, my job is not to tell you what to sing. My job is to help you sing whatever you choose to sing to the best of your ability. And she was the one that said, I got you. Come on in. We'll work it out. We'll help you warm your voice up, cool your voice down. And she helped me. And I remember when she told me all of that, I cried and just hugged her and said, thank you. Because I couldn't give that up. And to be asked to give that up, and I'm the person that follows the rules. I'm like, you want me to give that up? So that was a hard thing, but I found her, Luz Bermejo. Ooh, yeah. So appreciative of her.
That's great. That's a beautiful testament. It's really beautiful. So, do you feel that Berkeley helped prepare you for the real world, and how so?
It did. Even with the things I mentioned, I wasn't, like angry about it. Like, Berkeley is a little bit of a microcosm of the industry, meaning, the majority of the industry out there, the folks who are in leader positions of power, they are white, they are men. And so for me to have my ensemble teachers at that time, be older white men, or the band owners, where for the GB band that I did my work, to help pay my bills, they were the white male owners of the GB band. And I had to learn how to work with them, but also how to live my values and also educate them. As a female, you don't talk to me that way. As
Mm-hmm.
a Black female, you will respect my space. And with the types of weddings we were doing, in the hotels and whatnot, the whole room would be a sea of folks who were not Black. I would sometimes see one person, one or two, in the audience with the wedding, the family members, and of course maybe one or two staff folks who were Black. And we do the nod to each other. They come out with their tray and, sister, you okay? Yes, I'm all right. How are you doing? And that was my connection. But it helped me to realize, like, oh, this is Boston. Oh, this is certain parts, a majority of the music industry. And so I learned quickly how to find my voice as a singer, but also as a person, because I would easily walk into any band and I would become the band leader, not the band owner. That happened a little later, band owner, but band leader, because I said, I need things the way I need them. And I
Mm-hmm.
need them to be with me and to respect me, because I may need them to support me. Because we were doing, late night club gigs, plus traveling on the weekends, and we'd leave the wedding place after an 8 to 12 gig. So, we're packing up. I'm in my car at 1 a.m. driving from the Cape back to Boston. So I needed all of my band members to say to me, Karen, are you okay? Are you safe? And they all became my brothers. They're like, we look out for Karen no matter what, no matter where. No one makes her uncomfortable. And that was the code of all the bands I was in. And the majority of them were white, but they became my brothers. They're like, Karen, we got you. We didn't even realize. They would see some of the things that the clients would come, that the bride and groom in their wedding party, some of the stuff they would say and try and do. And I'm thinking, excuse you, your hand should go back in your pocket, but it should not be anywhere near me. And next thing I know, I got 3 band members coming up to the front of the stage with instruments going, Karen's there a problem? I'm like, no, we got it. Everything's cool. But I quickly became aware that, oh, this is the industry, and Berkeley in some ways became to, started introducing me to what to expect. But then folks like Walter Beasley, and I'm not going to say that all of the white teachers, many of the white teachers say, Karen, that is the way it is, but no, let's work it out. So I learned a lot from Berkeley, with the books, with the training, but with the amazing conversations that really gave me the insight that I needed at that time. Yeah.
I see, I see. That's a very insightful, very, very insightful, and kind of similar to some of the things that are still going on today, unfortunately. But
Absolutely. That's why conversations, I tell my students, always talk to your faculty outside of the class. They have valuable information experiences that you won't know about because it's not written in the book and the chapters of the curriculum, but talk to them about any issues. They've been there, they've done it, they've gotten through it. Please use them for their wisdom. Please, please, please.
Hmm. That is a fact. So, what are some things that you're currently working on
You mean as an artist, musician, or just or here at Berkeley?
in general? I want to hear it all.
Yeah, well, at Berkeley, the performance division, we're the largest division. So we have 10 departments under our division. So all the instrumental departments, plus ear training, plus ensembles. So there's Dean Savage, there's myself, now the new associate dean, and 10 incredible, incredible chairs over each department. And some have assistant chairs, but some do not. Plus, we have a staff of 2 that report directly to the dean. But that's a lot for all of the students that we see. I can see any student because the core requirements for any major comes to this department, not just performance majors. So when I finally got the full, understanding of what was going on, I just said that is incredible, the work that you all are doing. And then I joined them. So now that we all are doing, and
Hmm.
the passion that each and every individual member of this leadership, the passion that they have for their students, for their faculty, and for the staff, it is incredible. So yeah, you may have a tough conversation, but it's because they're coming from, no, 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 my students need this, or my faculty need this, and they're not backing down because they will fight to get it. So I'm very proud to be a part of this division. Outside of the office, I'm still an artist. I have an amazing group of, 70, 80,000, who are my alumni, who I worked with, very specifically when I was director of alumni affairs. But so many of them are brothers and sisters of another mother and just family, extended family members. So when I started, being a band owner and getting referrals I couldn't handle, or people saying, Karen, we got this person that needs music, and they're based in, insert a state or country. I said, yeah, we got alumni that can handle that. So referrals, kept coming out of that, which I really appreciated for the alumni. It's always great to give money to the alumni who are great, and they will guarantee great quality entertainment.
Hmm.
And then for me, I sing, I songwrite, I love singing and performing. I didn't start writing my own songs. I mean, I wrote them, I never recorded them until recently. I just applied for a performing art grant. And we'll see what that brings, but if that comes through, I will be recording more of my music and performing more of my music here in Boston and in the Eastern region. So looking forward to that.
And so am I. Fingers crossed it goes through.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And to end it all, do you have any advice for current or future students?
Absolutely. I would simply say, well, I have to repeat this. When at Berkeley, Berkeley has everything that you need, but it may not be written and given to you or introduced to you so that you can plan on making use of that. So
Mm.
any tool that you find that you need, any question that you need to answer, any information at all, ask the question, because somebody at Berkeley has the answer, or someone at Berkeley knows someone else who has the answer. So do not leave Berkeley without having every tool in your toolkit fulfilled, because we have it here. And even if we don't know it, we know someone who does, because we built that network as individuals, as departments, as senior leaders in higher education, and at this entire institution. Always ask your questions. Never go without, because we have it all. And whenever you're in whatever space, just be there fully. When you're in your class, be there fully. When you're performing, be there fully. Embrace it. Don't worry about, oh, did I sing that right? Oh, that note was wrong. You're missing out. Listen to what's going on around you and trust that you know exactly how to respond, and just be in that moment. It's like having a conversation. You'll be amazed at the things that you share if you let yourself just be in that moment, fully embrace the moment, some beautiful, beautiful things will happen. Just be in that moment when you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, which is tap into your creativity and
Mm-mm.
give that gift to others. Be in that moment.
All right, that is some amazing advice, and I definitely am taking note.
Good.
And with that, I'd like to thank you once again for joining us for Alumni Talk. It means the world. Thank you, thank you.
It was my pleasure, Priscilla. You're wonderful. You did a great job interviewing. Very comfortable chatting with you. I appreciate it.
It means a lot. All right, have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
Thank you.